And we should be live. Hello, everyone, Archie, and the rest. We'll be continuing with this playthrough of Valentine's Time Warp. Hopefully, my sound is a lot better than before. I was overblowing my mic, but now I've adjusted some settings, and it should be probably the best it's ever been. Maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed. Anyways, let's just get right into it. Oh man, I forgot to use my stamina before we begin. Hopefully it doesn't cap out by the end of this. But yeah, today we'll be finishing with episodes 2 and 3, which are 3 parts each. Let us resume. Hello, Azinu. And we shall continue. I'm just like terrified of pressing the wrong thing, because it's like, you can't unpress it for these story quests. Hey, Edwin, nice to see you. Hey, Prisma. Welcome back, welcome back. Alright, I guess I should give a brief recap while we're waiting for it to load. In the first episode, we forgot the entire premise of why we are even there, but that's something to do with collecting some sort of ingredient for the tycoons due to something that they're planning, and Hakumen wanted in on, and so it leaked. And then we were there somewhere in some botanical gardens to collect some cacao beans. And we heard on side Snow and Housamo making some sort of side business plan unrelated to them, and we're keeping it a secret from them. And then everyone happened to meet up and see Echo, who was whispering Narcissus' name before we were thrown into what is ostensibly a collision of worlds. But yeah, let's just resume. Did you hear? Narcissus seems to have gotten on the wrong side of Nemesis. Oh, and apparently Echo was burned by him pretty badly too. It's only what we expected though. That's too bad. For Echo. Longing for someone who has no love to spare for others. After all, she's already been cursed by Hera to be unable to speak her own words. Oh, awful. To be told she's boring and just lament herself away to nothing like that. She's barely even a voice now. She should have stayed far away from Narcissus. He's never cared about anyone but himself. He deserves better to spend the rest of his life in this life mooning over his own reflection. I'm sure Echo agrees, wherever she is. No, I'm not. I never wanted that. I just liked him. It just hurt to see him smile so sadly. That's why I wanted to take away some of his sadness. That's all. That was all I wished for. So, why? Valentine's Time Warp. Episode 2, A Bittersweet Memory. You return to the villa to find that no hint remains of Snow and Heracles' heated battle. Once Snow has put on some tea, Echo bows deeply to you all. Forgive me. My courage failed me. Her tiny, trembling voice fills the cabin. Everyone else is so astonished that your eyes meet as one. You promised you wouldn't apologize. That was the least of our problems. Well, we'll get it right this time. Thank you, Marathon. Well, there you have it, Echo. Not all is doom and gloom. Our chocolate maker has been miraculously revived. This collision was born of your regrets, Echo, and rushing for quick results will only bear more. This time, we'll make some premium chocolate. Let's not be discouraged now. Time to get back on the bull, and by bull I mean me. Yes, Let's try again. There we are. Dry your tears now, or the tea will grow cold. Yes, thank you. And you, Heracles? The subtle sweetness of this milk is perfect for recovering one's energy. No, thank you. I have other concerns at present. You mean the time loop? Or the chocolate Echo made? Or do you mean those chocolate creatures? There is much for all of us to be concerned about. The pertinent thing to do now is to recap our situation. If you would mind, Snow. If it would please you, then I will humbly take the role of mediator. First of all, let's discuss the foremost issue on all our minds. The repetitious reversing of time known as a loop. I would direct your attention to the two items you brought here with us. The cacao pods and the chocolate maker. Oh no, I skipped an option. So, whatever. The cacao I had been cooking here at the cabin has also disappeared without trace. Probably something like me confirming that or some shit. Just as the big old crack in the chocolate maker is gone, it hasn't got a scratch in it. These items cannot have been replaced easily, and you would cite this as proof that time is reversing. Assuming that this world is a figment of Echo's memories, then it is affected by, then it may be affected by the curse of repetition. If the endless repetition is intended as a punishment, it only makes sense that our memories would remain. After all, this would be no punishment at all if Echo's memories were wiped clean each time. Punishment by continuous repetition. In which case, I may have been brought here because... Hercules. Don't mind me. We have more important matters to attend to. Starting with whatever is behind those wyverns and those chagoth things that attract us. If your guess is right, Snow, then maybe they're showing up because we don't belong here. You don't belong? This world is Olympus of the past, right? More precisely, it's made up of Echo's memories of her past. So, how happy do you reckon this ghost is to see us outsiders bumbling about in here? You better be happy, Archie. I practiced my ass off for this accent. Jesus Christ. He's meant to repeat the same memory, and where flies in the ointment. Right. So, the way I figure it, the curse itself might be trying to get rid of us. What makes you so sure, Barghest? You have any reason to believe that? Just an inkling. Like an old memory. Something my owner said once. What was it? It was the deets. Owner? What kind of job was that? What? Why are you blushing? What exactly are you imagining? You got it all wrong. It was a long time ago. Back before I was summoned to Tokyo from my home world. I was kept as a watchdog, and my owner was the bridge between past, present, and future. Literally no one else in this game has this accent, and I don't even hear it much in media, so I've learned this just for a podcast. As the one responsible for linking the past, present, and future, they would say, if the present is decided, then the past cannot be subject to change. And if you were to try, a certain force would come into play to undo the change. You'd need a power beyond the rules to make any change stick. The way I see it, I think what we're calling a curse is actually just this force trying to set things straight again. Point is, the course of this world is already charted, and if we were to try to change it, this curse will step in and stop us. Already charted? If that were to be true, then we might make a guess as to the true nature of those wyverns and the indescribable creatures. They are mechanisms set in place by this world to ensure that outsiders cannot alter its predetermined outcome. Thus, time is rewound to put it back on course for the desired ending, and released to strive towards the future once more. So that's the nature of the time loop, huh? Were the outsiders in this scenario? It's a bit complicated. Well, you know, that's just usually how time story plots go. Is it wrong, what I'm trying to do? Hey, no. Don't look so down in the dumps there, Echo. This world is of your heart. It's not like other places. After all, new memories you're making are also manifesting themselves here like this. You're trying so hard to bare your soul to someone that you're incurring a time loop. So you just gotta see it through. Although, if Echo ends up failing so many times she gives up. No worst case. We might all get caught up in this course, repeating our memories. Echo will do her best. Echo will make delicious chocolates and give it to Narcissus, so everyone can return to the world they came from. Your resolve is clear. However, it would be best to engage in chocolatiering with a clear head. Measuring and mixing must be carried out precisely, with a heavy dose of your feelings for Narcissus. If it isn't too presumptuous of me, I would be honored to aid you with your next batch of heartfelt chocolate. There is no need to fear failure, for time will simply be rewound. Simply pour your feelings into your next text. Yes, I will pour my feelings into my task. Thank you kindly for your aid. There is no need for such formality, my dear. Let us take deep breaths now. In, out. Oh my, such nerves. In, Oh dear. I seem to have only made you more nervous, Echo. I've been remiss in my choice of words, but it would seem so gentlemanly. But aren't you a bit too stressed? You might need to loosen up. I'm always learned towards all. Oh, I hope people would not think of me as unapproachable. Might I not put in a word as well, Echo? And you, Heracles. See, something here concerns me. Oh? It's been bothering me for a little while, but you seem to be content to just do everything we say. Far be it for me to know what the norm is here in Olympus, and maybe it's just your way of being earnest, but between Echo's fear of her curse and Heracles' identification as a slave, I do sense a certain submission to the will of others on both your parts. Is it inaccurate to say that you're living in fear of exerting your own will? Echo and Heracles glance ever so subtly at each other. Perhaps I should begin. Heracles is the first to respond. Once I was known as a hero, shouted his praise. Now I am a mere slave. Yet in the past, no. Ever since I was born, and right up till we met, I've never once spared a thought for my own free will. I've always accepted the orders handed to me from on high, no matter how unreasonable. This is accurate to Hercules' lore, but it's a very different interpretation to his personality based on the facts compared to, like, you know, Disney's Hercules. The most I've ever had to consider is how happy the strength of my arm, but now that strength is suppressed, I am a slave. I cannot defy my orders to use my strength for my own purposes. That explains it then. No wonder you would not answer any of my attacks. The question of why so strong a warrior would not fight back has bothered me since we exchanged blows. But there's no one here to order you about anymore. You don't need to act like a slave. You misunderstand. I welcome this. Someone's into that. Are you content with being a slave? I am the offspring of the world representative of Olympus, even if I am not recognized as the direct heir. Who is the world representative of Olympus, if it's already known? I don't know. Maybe it's Horus? No, Horus is the Egyptian mythology place. I don't know. I was begotten out of wedlock, and thus I have incurred the wrath and curse of the Lady of Fidelity. At times, when that curse overwhelms me, I have destroyed those close to me in my madness. Zeus. I think we saw Zeus once in flashback, but he wasn't actually present, was he? He was like no, I was thinking of like Tyrannog's place, I'm pretty sure. But if Zeus is currently, then we've never seen Zeus in here, even if he is a world representative. So, I prefer to live my life as a slave. I find peace in the knowledge that my strength cannot be used in my own name. A curse of madness? The sanction of slavery is both my penance and a means of sealing the madness. This feels right to me, because from birth, I deserve this. Then again, I would expect that this child of infidelity would be named so inappropriately. Heracles, glory of Hera, the very name of jealousy. Quite the coincidence, is it not? Although I expect Hera's anger outweighed her jealousy, enough so to plant a viper in a baby's cradle. Heracles touched a hand to his collar as he speaks, but his echo seems the most surprised by those words. The Lady of Fidelity, of jealousy. That's who Echo was cursed by too. Parent silhouette for Zeus. Is Parent Zeus? I don't even know. Because we see Parent a lot as this thing. Truly, one so quiet as you? What could you possibly have done? I was not always so quiet. A long time ago I was. Vargas sighs as Echo stutters her words. Echo, don't you think it's about time you really talked and were honest with us? Really talked? What do you... I get it, I do. Gabbing about one's past can make you feel miserable. I have my own issues too. They're not the same, but they have the same role and rule according to the game. That's literally impossible, in the sense of them being in the same Tokyo. So is he like his like representative or a representative for the world representative? I don't know, an ambassador. Because definitely that's not allowed in the game. If they have the same role and rule, they'll just be kept out flat out, I'm pretty sure, from Tokyo. All the same, it's too painful to hold on to that all forever. Say only as much as you want to, but won't you try? Don't push yourself. There's something weighing on you. I want to get to know you better. Future main chapters. Okay, I pretend I do not see. Yes, I want to talk about it. Taking her time, as if summoning her courage anew with every word, Echo began sharing her past with all of you. Guess we're having a flashback episode right off the bat. The summary of her fragmented tale is as follows. Baron blocks Zeus there for the need for Shinya Cupid as a backup rep for Olympus. I'm gonna pretend that's a spoiler, and I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see it. No spoilers in the chat, please! Anyways. I mean, I feel like something like that was implied, but still. If it was explicitly said, please do not bring spoilers in here. Once upon a time, the highest rank being in Olympus descended to the forest of the nymphs, looking for some entertainment. That is indeed Parent's silhouette. The system of Olympus places the utmost importance on one's bond, or lack thereof, with beings of high rank. As a catalyst for such bonds, love is something of a commodity in Olympus. That said, there was one who did not appreciate this fact. Hera, the partner of the one whom held the highest rank. As the Lady of Fidelity, Hera was prone to cursing those who sought to bond with her partner. Okay, I can see how that could cause problems for Hera. I mean, are you sure it's not a spoiler? Because I feel like they only mentioned or hinted at it in passing when Shinji showed up for like 3 seconds in that one time in like chapter 10 or some shit. Fearsome in her jealousy, Hera discovered her partner's latest dalliance and descended herself to the forest of nymphs. I mean, yeah, it was in chapter 9, but I feel like they mentioned it like once and super in passing, so I felt like it didn't really stick with my memory then as much, and maybe they were going to elaborate on it later. A talkative sprite by the name of Echo made to protect her fellow sprites by engaging Hera in a long story to keep her occupied. Protect her fellow sprites. Thanks to her efforts, the nymphs were saved, except for Echo, who suffered Hera's ire once her tail reached its end. I don't get it. What's happening? A talkative sprite named to protect her sprites. Protect them from what? Oh, I see. Echo's the one who's making. Why am I being dumb? I mean, this game has a tendency to say things in passing all times. I mean, it also has a tendency to over-explain things at times too, so that's like why I'm expecting them to over-explain more. Seeing that Echo loved to talk most of all, Hera forbade her from speaking of her own volition. She was henceforth allowed only to respond to questions and statements spoken to her by her companions. But after being summoned to Tokyo's now far from Hera's influence, I began to practice speaking, and oh, she broke free of the curse, but she's just... Oh, that's so sad. You know, I did say I was kind of annoyed by how she was speaking in, but that's only because I'm voice acting her. But in reality, you know, I guess this game is having Echo kind of be like a, you know, it's a speech impediment representative. I know a lot of people struggle with it, and it is a very, you know, what's it called? It does get in the way of life a lot. Makes interacting with people harder, and just, you know, as a result, makes it hard to get a job and all that stuff. It sucks, for sure. Because I cannot speak properly, I'm very frustrated. Zeus had fun with the other nymphs. Fucking Zeus. Yoko, have you been trying to spurn Hera's decree? It was so hard not to have a voice. With the voice, my feelings might have reached narcissist. Aww. But Echo. Hera does not exist in Tokyo, so I want to regain my words. I want to use them to express my feelings. Bonded by Hera's punishment, the pair meet each other's gaze until the tense atmosphere is disrupted by the aroma of tea. You did well, relaying your stories to us. Now it is time to soothe your throats with a fresh pot of tea. Well, thanks for the tale. What cruel fates. Hera, huh? Bitch-smo. But, you know, I feel bad for Hera too, for Zeus's nagging. I can't tell for the life of me. Oh, sorry, I can't tell for the life of me what Snow thinks, but your stories make my neck bristle. Forcing your own ideas on others who ain't got any way of fighting back. That is simply the way of Olympus. There's no option of resisting the bonds laid down by a ruler. 90% of Greek problems is Zeus not keeping it in his pants or lack thereof in an old Greek case. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of mythologies I haven't really known much about, but I'm sure a lot of us at least have some like knowledge of like Greek mythology. For some reason, that's one of the more popular ones to know about. The Wonder stands at the pinnacle of power in Olympus. but I like Narcissus too much to care. Bonds? By bonds, do you mean... Do they mean sex? Is that what they mean by bonds? They mean sex. They totally mean sex. Okay. Shh, please. Allow her to continue. Narcissus was so beautiful. He had many admirers who wished to form bonds with him. But no one could. Not with him. Even though his smile always looked so lonely. He was lonely but wouldn't form bonds. What do you mean no one could? You could form Narcissus more than rank? Yes. And Echo is more captivated by the earthly Narcissus than by those on high. Everyone was captivated by Narcissus' beauty. Those of us who were lowly, those from on high. Echo, was saddened by Narcissus' loneliness. Echo wanted to distract him from his loneliness, but Echo, I could not speak. And overcoming that adversity, you have fought so hard to gain your words, Echo. Yes, Echo wants to regain. I want to regain my words, but in front of Narcissus, I can't. Even if you can't see it, your feelings will reach him. Feelings, is it? As he mutters to himself, Bargus reaches for his tea, but what he grabs instead in his bare hands is the teapot. Bargus, what in the world are you doing? Don't you see we're having a flashback here? Sure or not, that's a pot of hot water. You mustn't touch it barehanded. I get it. That's what Valentine is all about. Doesn't matter how clumsy I am with words, when even I can hand over a present. What? May I ask why you're so worked up? Is there some reason for you to be so concerned about all this? It's nothing. I just got a tad bit flustered. Just a little. What's up, August? Why's your face so red? You're cute when you blush. Taking it out right now for Archie. Red? It's, just because the tea is so hot. Anyway, I'm off to the forest. Gotta go gather up fruit and nuts all over again for the new batch of chocolate. Where the shades fucking come from. And let's just leave it at that. Okay. I'm not so sure I follow. But for now, let's say Bargus isn't in charge of fruit and nuts like before. I suppose I should add that, for better or for worse, the cacao I replanted outside has borne fruit again. Hold up. Now that's weird. It's only been an hour. Are we sure it's safe? Does cacao grow that fast? None in the least. It generally takes roughly half a year for it to bear fruit, after 4 years of initial growth. Very strange then. Even stranger. This environment is not even close to being ideal for cacao. Frankly, I didn't expect any to grow at all. I think it is safe to say that this growth is not only uncommonly auspicious, but also likely the work of some unnatural power. While it's certainly not an answer of any sort, can we at least guarantee the quality of the cacaos now? Indeed, I've already tested its quality, and I must say that it is of the finest grade. Well, this world is no more of this cacao either way. We have no choice but to use it. Now we know that we have as many attempts as we like, Echo. You can keep trying until you make chocolate you're satisfied with. Yes, Echo will keep trying until she is satisfied. Tiny smile. Getting that off her chest, Echo grins widely. It's a brighter smile than any of you have ever seen her wear thus far. Alright, we will continue with episode 2, part 2. The chocolate maker... the chocolate maker is working flawlessly. There should be no issue with the ingredients separating this time. Take that smile, indeed. Yes, there are no strange sounds anymore either. It smells good too. It's different from before. But there's one thing. It smells sweet, but it tastes bitter. We need sugar to counter the bitterness, but we don't have enough. Any ideas though? Last time, we used the fructose from the fruits Bargus gathered and sugar from a tea set. Even so, we're a far cry from the amount of sugar needed for baking, and especially for chocolate making. Echo, like slightly bitter chocolate, but will Narcissus? If you don't know his preferences, I would recommend... What would you recommend, Snow? A chocolate assortment with a variety of sweetnesses. I mean, we did that strategy before. I assume Housamo took that into account with his suggestion. We'll adjust the sugar to account for more options. But the sweet ingredients... I'm back. How are you holding up, Echo? Is the chocolate making coming together? Shh, now Borgest. We must have some quiet. She just conked out. She talked so much. Let's let her sleep. Oh, would you look at that? The little lady's up like light. It just sleeps just like that alongside Inugami. The chocolate maker's running on auto for a moment, grinding the beans into powder to make a cacao mess. And a sidebar, guess. You have quite the armful of... something there. Did you find something other than fruits and nuts? Oh, right. I figured we might be able to use this. There's loads more where it came from. This is... sugarcane. Bargest, where did you find this? Where? Well, in the forest. There's tons. I'd seen it in one of Kenta's textbooks, so I grabbed some. That's where sugar comes from. It's perfect for making chocolate. Can't be a coincidence, right? Okay, that's good. Since we don't have enough of our own sugar we came with. Now we have a larger source for ourselves. Yeah, but I didn't see any in the forest before. What do you think, Snow? This cannot have happened by chance. It's as though the ingredients for chocolate are popping around us. That's the deal. This is great, though. Let's get cooking. Well, this does solve our sugar deficit. We may as well concentrate on the making of chocolate for the time being. All of a sudden, Guillemot and Heracles sweep in, returning from the outside full of hustle and bustle. Oh, Bargus, you're back! How did you fare? Any luck with your harvest? Never mind that. Look at the two of you. You're drenched in sweat. What happened? Did you run into something dangerous or creatures? Not at all. It's very peaceful out there. We're just breaking down a marble pillar. That's right. I had a hard time hewing it down just right, so I made the most of Heracles' strength. What say you, Snow? It's just the right size now, is it not? Well, well, splendid work. Thank you both very much. It was no trouble at all. But why did I ask what you want fragments of marble for? In answer to Heracles' question, Snow merely grins. He pulls out one of his chakrams and sets it whirling. Well, for this. These will help with Echo's chocolate. Proceeds to grind the marble into the chocolate. Oh, no. I fell asleep. No, my chocolate! I was in the middle of making it and I... Wide awake, Nanaka? You look so sweet in your sleep. You're drooling. What? Drooling? Oh no, how embarrassing. It's pretty weird for a kid. Actually, it's not. Never mind. Because no, I know I definitely drool and snore, but I'm pretty sure that's just because of my weight. The chocolate, I have to hurry. Ah, Echo. Are you feeling any better after your nap? Yes, Echo is feeling better. But the chocolate... That's alright. How about the chocolate maker on standby? I thought we ought to wait for your decision. Echo's decision. Snow lays out a variety of marble pieces honed into the shape of the chocolate molds as he speaks. How lovely. Wait, what did I do? Oh, molds. Yeah, that works. A delighted smile comes from Echo's face as she pores over the array of shapes such as hearts and stars. We carved these out of marble just a little while ago. Worry not, they have already been sterilized through boiling. These additions, the molds from the starter kit, should add a little extra excitement to our assortment. Well, you know, Snow's butler. Butlers are designed to be cool. Like, between the way they hold themselves up and their, you know, their life to service and just their posturing and all that. They're something that you want to rely on. That's kind of their job, after all. Yes, they're wonderful. Each and every one of them is so cute. What should I use? Also, hello, Caleb. I'm delighted to see how pleased you are. Next, we must refine the flavors and then pour the chocolate into these molds to cool. Once they cool, will the chocolate be finished? While you were napping, we prepared the sugar for you. The fruit and nuts Bargus found are ready as well. You may also use this milk. Combined with the cacao powder, you should be able to make white chocolate as well. You just carved marble, just like that. And what exactly did you milk to get that? What? Snow deliberately evades answering your questions, offering only a faint smile in return. What kind of milk is it, I wonder? Meph will also get cool scenes. We'll see. That'd be surprising. I'm sad Warmongers is getting relevance after the Warmongers chapter. Well, Echo, do you have any concerns or worry? Oh, sorry. Echo has no concerns. except for the fact that you may have made it out of your male nipples. You have all done so much for me. I must work just as hard. Even though I have to do my best, my hands, they won't budge. Too much pressure? I've been there. Are expectations weighing on you? I fully comprehend what you must be feeling. It is a sensation we all experience at one time or another. However, I believe your worries are rooted in concerns about what will happen if the outcome is not as you desire. I can contribute only within the limits of my capabilities. Though our primary goal indeed is to escape from this world. Even if it may sound harsh, you must decide for yourself whether your actions reflect what you truly want. My actions? What I want? You must have confidence in yourself. Believe in your own decisions and have courage. Courage. Confidence, huh? Believe in your own decisions. You'll probably not like hearing this, but that you feel pressured by those around you is likely due to your own lack of confidence. When you do not succeed as you would like, if you lack confidence, then it may feel as though the world is out to get you. That fear incapacitates you. It takes confidence to shake it off. Lion milk. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed if it was milk from another source from him. Confidence. I don't really have any confidence. The white lion gazes fixedly at Echo with a glint in his eye. Ah, yes. Do you feel my 10% activation rate increase? And you mustn't feel you should, Echo. When trying something new, nobody has confidence from the get-go. Confidence is born from the beginning from nothing, and fighting to achieve something. Even if you do not reach your goal, the very knowledge that you strove to achieve what you want is vital. For now, just focus on doing what you can, and if you fail, you can simply put that effort towards your next goal. Then, to protect your heart from breaking in such a case, you need only put your mind to learning how to have confidence. I need to know that I fought for what I wanted. Hey, don't overcomplicate things. You already have it in you. Exactly so. The courage you need, Echo, already lies within your heart. The courage lies within me. How can it? The courage to put yourself between your companions and danger. The courage to seek an escape from the fate thrusted upon you. And the courage to fight to express your repressed feelings. At present, all you lack is the courage to face what you already have within you. His chest puffed out. Snow slowly closes on Echo, who holds her breath in awe of his sheer presence. Snow. When I look at you, I remember someone mustering their own courage to stand. And how noble it is! I hope you will not consider it presumptuous of me to say that I will school you until you stand proud. Now, raise your face. Imagine that there is a string pulled tight from the crown of your head through to your feet. Imagine that you are a 5-story pagoda of the 5 chakras. Now repeat after me. Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Visuddha. What? Yeah, sure. Okay. Mulad Manihara, 5-story... Private lessons from Snow. Speak English, Snow. Go easy on her, right? Why the astonishment? You too will be participating in these lessons. You may be a gladiator recognized by my boast drawing master and me. But you have a long way to go before your manners befit your situation. This is the perfect opportunity. You and Echo will be trained side by side. Be assured that you will receive a most thorough education in everything I have to teach. Me too? Nandato? Don't leave me alone. I can't do it by myself. Now then, let us learn through chocolatiering how to act with confidence. From this moment forth, you will never allow me to see you in any state of disorder again. Now let the lessons begin. And he just whoops her ass for some reason. Well done. It is high time for a break. You and Echo both breathe a sigh of relief and slump on the spot. This finishing school is brutal. My knees are shaking. Hanging in there, Echo. Yes, but confidence is exhausting. Echo is worn out. Why? We have hardly ever even begun. Although I must say, it feels as though we are rushing some. I would almost say it's out of character for Snow to suddenly be like that, but then again, he's part of the Berserkers, so technically that fire within him is there, it's just kind of, it needs to be weaned out a bit in the right situation. Personally, I'm surprised they survived. I didn't expect you to use their chakrams to correct their posture. Carrying a basket jam-packed with fruit, Heracles pops his head in to check on your progress and put in his 2 coins. Ah, you have returned, Heracles. I am merely endeavoring to put some steel into your spines. Yes, my spine feels very, very stiff. Maybe there's steel in it now. Maybe that's just a cramping muscle too. Yes, I should think there's a little more steel in there now that you are as flighty as a rabbit. What is this, Butler Boot Camp? He sounds a lot more confident now, though. Hey, what about me? Praise me! Yeah, you get to see Snow acting more like loose here, which is nice, for real. I mean, there's a few times he's acted like that. It's just that he's usually in service of his master Claude, but he's shown a few times that one of the reasons why he respects Claude is because of that fiery spirit, and that of course would entail that he would also have that in his own personality. For my praise to be so sought after, but at this rate, it would seem that you have a ways to go yet. I'm reminded of Master Claude in his youth. Such a child at this stage. What am I to do with you? But one must devote one's whole body like this in pursuing love. I'd say it's more about tempering the spirit. Gotta go all in. But I do admit it's not usually so physical. It's usually physical in other ways, is what I mean though. I do wonder. At times, love can make folk disregard dangers posed to their bodies. A torrent of such a raw impulse, at times, it can move one above it and beyond all else. Boiled with labor after labor since my birth, continuing on with them day after day. I know nothing of having my heart stolen by another, like Echo's was. These earnest efforts of yours stand in stark contrast to my life spent in service to my bonds. It is almost overwhelming. Heracles, my love is nothing inspirational. It's just that I'm captivated by Narcissus, like everyone else. So that's all it is? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Isn't what comes out of it more important in the end? What? You must be parched. Allow me to prepare your cold beverage. With chilled drinks served all around, Snow revives the earlier conversation. Now, where were we? I believe you were saying that seeing Narcissus's expression of sadness pained you, Echo. Narcissus's, fucking annoying to say. Narcissus. And that you wish to grow closer to him. That is called love, Echo. It is a beautiful thing. Really? However, it can also morph into an urge that dominates and monopolizes the one you love for yourself. Because you desire them so strongly, it can be easy to prioritize your own wishes over theirs, and this can cause pain. Love does not grant you a carte blanche. It is vital to keep that in mind. Carte blanche? It's like doesn't grant you everything, I guess? Yes. It sounds as though Hera has fallen into the trap with her spouse in her pursuit of fidelity. No wonder she is feared for her jealousy. The depths of her love is a curse upon others. It is essential to recognize that the passionate love requires us equally strong batteries. Naturally, we are all rooting for the success of your budding romance, Echo. But romance requires the balance of feelings. You must be cautious not to push your feelings onto him. I must not push my feelings onto him. I mean, it's natural to want to be together. You just need to tell him how you feel. Yes. Echo wants to do that. In which case, you need to determine what it is that you truly want. What do you mean? You must not long to meet together. That is merely a result, not the goal you should aspire to. It is one thing to aspire to nurture your feelings, but it is another to presume success. When you fall in love, no one can know for sure where you will land. I don't understand. I can't comprehend it. What then is the point of all this labor? Why go through all of this? All we can do is sow the seeds. Whether the flower of love will bloom or not depends on whether they take root. The efforts you put into sowing these seeds is for your sake, and no one else's. Even if those seeds do not bud, or if the soil is not right for them, The moment you devote them to someone other than yourself, your love will turn to regret. Should you find some source of failure within yourself, that love will turn into a corrosive poison within you. On the other hand, should you find nothing within... Okay, Snow, hurry, now you're having the one with speech problems. On the other hand, should you find nothing within yourself to blame, the poison will be turned upon the one you love. That's what I'm getting too real. Yeah. I know the feeling. What I want you to do, Echo, is to sow the seeds of your love with confidence in the knowledge that you have done all you can. And then, if for whatever reason the seeds don't take root or bloom, you'll be able to move on without regret. Without regret. Echo couldn't speak to Narcissus. And that regret is what created this collided world. You need to talk to him. I'm hoping your flower blooms. I know I have spoken harshly, but I only wish to aid you in realizing your feelings for Narcissus. Let me suggest a little charm that is effective for love. Narcissusy baka, more like. He didn't hear that. Alright, and now we will be finishing episode 2, part 3. After this, we will also be doing episode 3, but consisting of 3 parts. I don't know what you're talking about, I totally did not say that. Hello, Eternal fan. Think you're new around here, so welcome. We are just continuing the story of Black Screen, the saga. No, I'm kidding. There's just a loading screen for the next part of the story. In case you missed it so far, we are playing the Valentine Timeslip event, or Time Warp. And in the beginning, in the previous stream, we were set into a world collision caused by Echo's regrets after meeting her in a botanical garden. And now we are set in this loop of time, I guess, within this collided world, where we're trying to resolve the collision by resolving Echo's regrets. And in order to accomplish this, we are trying to help her make chocolate for Narcissus. So far, today was a continuation of that. I mean, it's been a long chocolate making process so far, to be honest. We haven't even given our second batch to him yet. Just a few new facts here and there, like the fact that the world seems to be changing a bit to make it more amenable to chocolate making. A few days ago, in the office of the Ikebukuro Guild. Snow, how are things proceeding? Perhaps he is busy, but we have not heard from Housamo at all. There is nothing to be concerned about, Master Claude. I will have everything wrapped up before you know it. Apparently, there has been some movement within the Roppongi Guild. He said he would explain more in detail at our meeting. Very well. We leave the decisions to you. We are looking forward to your presentation at the event. Of course, I will devote myself to meeting your expectations. In regards to another matter, Master Claude, might I have a moment of your... As Snow begins to broach a new subject, Claude's phone rings. Yes, this is Claude. We understand. Yes, we'll join you promptly. Please wait in lounge 14. Apologies, but some other matters require our attention. We've had our hands very full as of late. Acting independently like this makes us realize all the more keenly how heavily we have depended on you. Our guest is waiting. We shall go now. Another driver will be arranged for our return. Understood. Take care. Rips no. Cut off halfway. Master Claude, how dare you interrupt me? I'm kidding. My only desire is to serve and attend a powerful being with a sovereign soul. Ever since you summoned me in your green youth, I have served you with all my heart. I've never wavered, not once. Your sovereign power is my... What was that? Charm, you say? Snow? Charm. That is effective for love? Echo likes such things. Excellent. I've come up with a perfect idea for your chocolate. What do you think about adding spices as a secret ingredient? Certain spices that enhance sweet fragrance of chocolate, such as cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, have moved the inner Shakti since time immemorial. It may or may not be said to be a charm that invokes love. It's a big wide world. Makes my heart flutter. Is there a charm for love with the line butlers? Why would there exist such a specific charm? My, please calm down, Narraton. Totally dodged that. No. Whether or not such a charm might take effect in reality, the belief in having infused it will do you good. And who knows, perhaps that self-same strength of faith will bring about the miracle you seek. How lovely. A charm. Infusing my feelings and trusting in them. The charms of woodland nymphs are very quick to their effects. They're not nice like these at once. They sound very powerful. Spells are very well, but... Not spells, Heracles. Charms! Charms are much cuter than spells. Of course, sorry. As I was saying, these charms are all very well, but do you even have such spices with you here? I have a few I purchased prior to our meeting at the Botanical Garden. I would be glad to share them with Echo. The scent I used to help Echo regain consciousness came from them, in fact. However, these are simply stimulating spices to warm the heart. You must not neglect your efforts to reach Narcissus' heart under your own power, my dear. Yes, I will try it. Thank you. Oh, I'm curious, but what's the best way to give someone chocolate? Are you giving chocolate to Claude? Valentine's chocolates to Master Claude. Why, yes, that is my intent. The cake was in on top. Every year, I present my darling master with my own handmade chocolates for my own gratification. I wish to show him with my affection and my respect. Homemade chocolate is the optimal medium to do so. My chocolate recipe is a secret, even to you, Arthur. I pour my heart and soul into into instilling joy in those who receive my gifts. Instill joy in Narcissus. through my heart and soul. Yes, Echo will do her best. Echo will instill joy in Narcissus. Invigorated and grinning, Echo accepts a variety of spices from Snow. Heracles watches as she works. Echo is positively glowing. She shines far brighter than I ever did. Yeah, come on and join us, Heracles. Oh, what possesses you to so gently take the hand by this slave Valentine? You should treat me crudely, like the mere tool that I am. And yet, this feeling of one hand in my own. It has been a long time since I felt it last. Heracles, won't you help us? You want me to make this chocolate with you? Yes, let's make it together, under Snow's guidance. Empathizing with the bright smiles you and Echo wear, Heracles' lips pull upward ever so slightly. I don't know, that seemed like a pretty big smile to me. That evening... Are you not sleeping yet? That makes 2 late nights in a row, if my memory serves. Well, I'm just so nervous for... concerned about Echo, you know? You have trouble sleeping too, Snow? I'm not too flustered myself. This is where his special quest happens right after too, I bet. Last stream, it was Housamo we were talking to at night. Oh yes, I am struggling to sleep. I feel the need to keep watch. Or, so what I would like to say. But I just might be a touch discombobulated. I was thinking of my darling master. Time between Tokyo and other worlds flow differently. As I relayed to Echo, I serve my master with all my soul. I do it not only for my master, but also for my own good. I have never been remiss in my service to Master Claude, and it is in this that I find satisfaction. And that makes you happy. You really treasure Claude. I do indeed, although I think you may be misunderstanding a thing or two. Master Claude, I am honored to call him by that name, and to serve him with all that I am. Enchanted by my darling master's power of command, I give all that I can to do him justice. However, the love I hold for my emperor is not quite the same as the love my darling master holds for me. Random question. Would you be excited for a Housamo anime or be like, meh, I prefer the game? I'd be excited for the anime. I'm pretty sure everyone who likes the story would be excited for the anime. The story is good. Like, flat out. And everyone loved the promo when it came out, although some people, you know, after the fact kind of questioned its use of resources. But honestly, it's, you know, I'm glad it exists. It's just, you know, you don't really get to see that kind of thing animated. Our kind of preferences was these kinds of, you know, body types catered towards gay males, and LGBT in general. It's usually just like the Yas Queen kind of gays that are depicted on TV. So yeah, I'd be excited for the anime just because, well, 1, I like anime, 2, I like the story of the Housamo, and 3, I think it would really open up a representation in that medium that hasn't really been explored that as much as it could have been yet, for our specific tastes. I am as eager for Master Claude to find his own love one day as he is. Oh, is it unrequited? Is that how he feels? It's so sad! If they had an anime, it would probably be a 12-episode anime rushing chapters 1 to 8, probably. Quite possibly, honestly. Though it's still always a question of how they'll represent the protagonist. Well, listen to me ramble. I would not blame you were to laugh at this fool masquerading above his station. Snow's lips curl into a brief smile. It is, at once, a gentle smile and a sad one. Oh, he's so sad! Snow's unrequited love. Eventually, my darling master will leave the nexus of my protections. I know this, and yet... You're more than servant and master. I enjoy the efficiency of our present circumstances, but I wish for the fulfillment of Master Claude's own love. Yet, I fear my feelings for him may someday be considered to be a burden. My darling master has grown so much that I have come to call him Master Claude as a matter of course. Someday, a time will come when I'll be forced to draw a line between Master Claude and myself. Well, just hold out until then. Indeed. So that I might rejoice in Master Claude's development in the future without regret. He was talking about confidence all his times, but now he's missing the confidence in himself and being able to hold on. But at the same time, he was talking about not holding on too tight and pressing his own feelings. Seems he has a mature way of doing it, but also mildly defeatist, unfortunately. But, relationships are complicated, and especially in the world of Housamo, it's like, things aren't like, the whole, what's called, pair relation normativity isn't always, like, a regular thing for a lot of people there. With Master Claude in mind, exclusivity, that's the term, I see to my own needs. It wouldn't do to cause my master concerns. My, we have burned a considerable portion of the night away. I ask that you keep this conversation under wraps. In return, allow me to prepare you some hot milk with a touch of cinnamon for flavor. Consider it a little charm for me. Good night then, and sweet dreams. Claude's like one of the only people who's like actually strictly for someone else other than us. They would have to Twitch a lot of the story in order to fit every chapter in no more than one episode. Maybe. The following day, your party heads back to the Springs of Narcissus. Actually, give me a second. I'll be right back. I need to use the washroom. Sorry, back. That's never happened before, except for maybe once that one. But anyway, I actually see Snow and Claude as more parental than romantic. I don't know about that. I mean, that's the view they were trying to push to us because, obviously we're supposed to be able to pair ourselves with everyone in the end, but, like, what they have going is quite strong. I wouldn't just call it as just parental. I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like it'd just be a bit too convenient to say, oh yeah, it's parental. Okay, the following day, your party heads back to the Spring of Narcissus. Yeah, thank you. I am glad to be back. Now then, Echo, how was your chocolate today? It's not bad. Echo worked very hard. Echo opens the box to show the group, and inside is... And that doesn't sound like chocolate. What's this? What an intriguing scent. That is a rather bold color. That was green. That was definitely green. My. Echo. Is this the chocolate you worked so hard to create? Yes, this is my chocolate. I put many charms and spices into it, with all my heart. Do excuse me, Echo, but would you allow me to have a taste? Wow, rude, Gino. Yes, please. Oh, I have a lot. Please try some. I feel like if you're gonna do this, you should taste tested this before, but okay. Sensational! Housamo, get a hold of yourself. Here, have some water. Drink it slowly and carefully. What is this? Such a complicated flavor. No, I must come clean. This is disgusting. Oh no! Oh, rip, fucking rip. Okay, I am terribly sorry to ask, but no one fucking tested. Did you taste test it? You stupid fucking idiots. Taste test? No, Echo did not test the taste. Echo will taste it now. This fucking music. It's so bad it deserves its own exotic music. Echo, wait. Someone stop her! Housamo, hang in there! To tell the truth, Echo was a little worried when one of her bottles was emptied. You used a whole bottle? Holy shit. That kind of chocolate is spicy. Jesus Christ. But for Narcissus, Echo decided not to have regrets. So Echo added more spices to even it out. At least, Echo didn't add too much of the herbs Snow said would be dangerous. Dangerous. Well, I suppose at least is a small mercy. Herbs such as nutmeg can impact health in large amounts. Sorry, Housamo. Sorry, everyone. I am not cut out for. What the fuck is this? I commend the potency of your feelings, Echo. However, next time you must be careful to observe ratios and tastes. Or, actually taste it at all. Some black chocolate has chili. I don't know. I haven't tried something like that. Maybe I've tried spices, but I never tried it and noticed it explicitly. I do feel like some chocolates had some kick to it, and I couldn't say it was just the chocolate or the milk or the sugar. So maybe then. Yes. Please forgive me. I should be more careful next time. Hello? Oh, that took a while. Another failure then. In that case, I think I can guess what's coming next. Watch out, everyone. Something is about to manifest. It's a 5-star. Hercules shouts a warning, and an instant later, the spring of Narcissus reverberates with a strange shriek. All of a sudden, the box of chocolate Echo holds begins to rock. The box leaps out of Echo's trembling hands and falls to the ground. Once again, the familiar creatures burst free. More Yog Shoggoth. Yog. Shock Shoggoth. Fun, mind replacing with Yog Shoggoth. Take a leap. Not these bladders again. Gah! Here comes the wave. No, look. They're transforming into some other shape. Is that a humanoid shape? Summon sound. Oh, Valentine's. Oh no, this is inexcusable. Inexcusable. The slogan of the month. Is this Valentine's 1? Or is it Valentine's 2? I don't know. It's Eisen. Inexcusable! Oh my god. No, I thought I'd never voice you again. God damn it. Not after fucking when I voiced jail last time. Aizen, let's not redo the anti-armor autocrats. I remember that. I'm so confused right now. Anti-amour autocrats, that is. I think they called them a different name though. Well, maybe, I can't remember specifically. Well, look who it is. If it isn't Ophion's underlings, the display committee member. They made such a big deal about the name of it too. And to compound it all, the horde of Shakshugoths are fusing into members of the Roppongi Guild. As with the Wyverns, they seem to have no presence whatsoever. Valentines, the very word has an excusable rate of provocation. What? Why is it inexcusable? What foolish question! There is no why, it simply is. In every way, it is entirely inexcusable. The anti-amour autocrats will purge Valentine's Day from the face of the planet. You what? I thought we got rid of you. What did you just say? The anti-amour autocrats. Raise a bell. The anti-amour autocrats, led by Aizen, engage in a coup d'etat within the Roppongi Guild. Yeah, that I'd rather not remember. The fusion of Chuck Shoggoths can now almost be called that Chuck Aizen, and that Chuck Aizen points a finger straight at you. This is an excusable romantic singularity will be purged from my anti-amour autocrats. Me? Is it me, or you're not as scary as a real one? Romantic singularity. I mean, he did call us out last time. Shut your mouths! They're all just inexcusable! Taking Shock Aizen's shout as a signal to attack, the anti-amour autocrats swarm towards you and your companions. But yeah, as I was saying, I think it's just kind of convenient to call their relationship more parental than romantic. That'd be like saying our relationship with Hef was just parental. In fact, I'd say ours is more parental than theirs is, and yet you can ship yourselves with them. So it's like, it doesn't exclude romantic. That's like, it's there, I think. Even if you want to insert some sort of, you know, oh, but there's a parental take to it. I mean, maybe so, but it's not gonna deny that possibility. And I feel like bringing that possibility up oftentimes is just a way for people to inhale their copium and hopium to be like, oh, Snow is free for me, even though he's totally, like, fully dedicated life-wise towards Claude. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on it. Because it's definitely more than that. It's, like, for a parent, it's not like he's pampering Claude when Claude is able to lead the entire guild himself as well, right? He just helps them, as a butler should. It's more accurate to just call them what the partnership is, like, on the name, you know, butler and master. That's the most accurate you can describe it as. But of course, there's a lot more to it than that, as we just saw from Snow, in terms of him doing it for himself as well, and like having that bitterness in terms of not being reciprocated. And, you know, I feel like that's more of a feeling that's associated with what's called romance. Because, like, with parent-child, it's not reciprocation. It's like you're giving each other, like, feelings in return, but they're like, fundamentally different, going from one direction to the other. Inexcusable! Oh, I believe I have ascertained the reason for their presence, says Fateness and apparent lack of ego. borrowing Eisen's form and molding it from chocolate. This presence is the same as the wyverns from the Shoggoths. It would seem that I was correct. Whatever it is, we are up against some variety of the correcting forces. Presence is the same as the wyverns, I see. Through the medium of the wyverns and the Shoggoths, that is trying to force out the foreign entities, meaning us. Why Eisen's form? That's what I was about to say. Like, actually. Is he a friend of Blackos? I seriously doubt that. Perhaps. But with these true wine memories we associate with Valentine's are being drawn in. Okay, quite possibly, but yeah, it's like everyone's memories are being drawn in, not just Echo's and Heracles'. Inexcusable! Inexcusable! The real Eisen is way sweeter. Maybe selectively, but I wouldn't say that to us. Repeating that doesn't justify anything. You're just jealous and you know it. What? As Chuck Eisen is enveloped in a bright light, he begins to disappear along with the world around you. I guess both ways actually give different ways of interpreting those feelings. Since a parental relationship, fucking Bargus, can you not do that for 3 seconds? Oh, Crips, here we go again. Turning back to him. Ugh! See, that's fucking like. At least let me read out Archie's comments. Sorry, Archie, but it seems Bargus wants to interrupt you. Different ways of interpreting Snow's feelings, such as parental relationships, could be seen as Snow fearing Claude leaving his protection and growing up. I mean, there's always an aspect of that, but seriously, if they we have a lot stronger parental relationships with people that aren't our parents, with that we have a strong romantic connection with as well. And, you know, I would say Snow's parental connection with Snow is, you know, not as explicit in that sense. And it's multifaceted, I'd say. It's just kind of a cop out, say it's just that, and, you know, plugging your ears and saying, no, la la la, Snow is free from me. Am I the only one who sees Claude as annoying? He's egocentric and sarcastic enough to become annoying. I don't think he's sarcastic, especially when MC meets Claude for the first time. Well, I would be careful about, you know, pinning something down based on their first appearances in the first chapters, because the writing back then wasn't exactly amazing. But, you know, we get to see more of what he's like in Battle of the Bells and things like that when he controls the guild later in later chapters. He's just jealous he doesn't get any dragon. Yeah. Fucking Bargus. Bargus quickly scrambles to his feet. Too quickly, as he smashes directly into the tree branch looming over his head. Someone needs to get rid of all the trees nearby, Bargus. Ugh, bugger me. Here I go again, cracked my dumb noggin open. Same spot, same problems. You really are unlucky. I wouldn't say that, that's just being an idiot. Everyone here? You need not worry, I'm here with you. Echo is here. I like Claude because of those reasons, though, except the sarcasm I feel that he's more direct than that. Yeah, he's not really sarcastic in my opinion. I'm glad to see that you're all well. But who are these anti-Mora autocrats exactly? I only just realized this, but we continue returning to the same place, don't we? Which means Bargus has no excuse for hitting his head on the same tree every single time if it is the same place. But then, what are you doing here, Heracles? You weren't here when we first appeared before. Now that you mention it, this is true. I was originally somewhere else. Perhaps the bond we share is somehow linking us together. You and Echo have much in common to begin with, Heracles. This world of memories must have been influenced, as you say. Well, I hope we have bonded. I know you've got my back, Heracles. I'm glad you're here. A bond between you and me? I'll be very glad for that, especially an Olympian kind. I must say, I never expected to be a masterless slave for so long. As a slave, I need to find a master of my own. If I do not, I will be defying the rule of the Oracle. Master, huh? Must be rough. How about me? I want both options. Okay, let's see. They also keep using the exact same lines to describe Vargas hitting his head, which is great. Jesus Christ. Fucking Vargas being an idiot. I'd rather be a lover. My lover? I'm not sure I fully comprehend, but maybe it would give me the same glow Echo bears. I feel tempted by this, but I do still need a master to serve for 3 years. I wonder if I might not become your lover in addition to having you for a master. Why do you look so disappointed? It's always a good suggestion. Have I said something strange? It is a positive thing that Hercules is now tied with us to our bond. That in itself is, in fact, wonderful. And yet, if that causes the corrective force to grow stronger... Anyways, for now, we should head back to the villa and start cooking up our next plan. Will you even be able to get back to Tokyo? How's Kent doing without me? Is he alright? Each member of your party gathers up their belongings, and together you put the strings of nurses behind you. Alright, we are now going to begin episode 3, part 1. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Gotta get with my friends. I don't know how to like say. Make it last forever, friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. This is taking a bit. Maybe I'll give it 30 more seconds and then I'll consider restarting or something. Oh, thank God. My former master once said that these chains bind me to undesirable outcomes. Put more simply, you couldn't call them misfortune or bad luck. Hello everyone, I'm back. It's been 1 year. Sorry if my account name is long. Hello Ezekiel. Ezekiel? I fear Housamo crashes if they implement the new overworld map. Quite possibly. I'm a hard-bringer of the misfortune tied to me, like a great big canary in the coal mine. My presence here among you alone calls every possible misfortune upon me. As long as that helps avoid it, That's fine, but I'd hate for someone else to get wrapped in what's happening to me. I never wanted this misfortune, but as long as I've got these chains wrapped around me, I don't have much of a choice. And the fact that someone else might end up bound to that hopeless misfortune through their connection to me, that would be the most rotten luck of all. Valentine's Time Warp. Episode 3. Tempering My Heart. But yeah, welcome back, Ezekiel. Returning to the villa, you see Echo sitting apart from the others with a brooding, downcast expression on her face. Echo, you okay? Just give her a minute. I believe that would be for the best. Echo seems to be suffering from no small degree of anxiety and uncertainty. She is trying so hard that in her eagerness to rectify the situation, she is causing even more trouble. We can but trust that she can make it through on her own. Everyone glances at one another, unsure of what to say to the despondent Echo. Why? What on earth is the matter? Third time's the charm, as they say. Our next chocolate will be a hit for sure. Hey, read the room, Housamo. Yeah, next time for sure. I love how dependable you are. Come on now, my partner. A CEO never reads the room. That said, you all look rather tired. Let us take a brief rest here. I'll prepare hot chocolate. That's a good idea, Snow. Let's get the chocolate maker going. Still making that weird noise. What's that sweet smell? There you are. It's our butler's special hot chocolate. Won't you come in and talk to us? At your prompting, Echo moves to sit with everyone. She clasps the mug of fragrantly sweet chocolate in hand and takes a sip. It's delicious. It's like all the sadness in my heart melted away. I'm sorry, everyone, for being so gloomy. I get it, but you can't beat yourself up. As long as time keeps repeating, we keep redoing things. Stop feeling failure and just do what you can. There's no need to get hung up on how things worked out. Really? What Vargas said, the value isn't just in the chocolate itself. There are times when the experience of opening a package is far more precious than the contents inside. Experience? Besides, you can give something other than chocolate. There are many ways to express your feelings. Effort is everything, Echo. The implementation of your chocolate may need some work, but its business case was sound. It was an exemplary product imbued with your wish to evoke passion and emotions within the heart of Narcissus. You're right. That's the confidence of love. Alright, let's keep this going. Still, even I would consider consuming sweets with such a distinctive fragrance to be a monumental labor. That's like a pretty low blow coming from Hercules. You're right. And there goes her confidence. Apologies, I meant that as a compliment. That was supposed to be a compliment. Of course. There weren't many tests of strength in Olympus that I would consider formidable. He intentionally said that. That's so bad. Not one of my opponents has ever aroused the will to fight in me. I beat them all before battle ever really began. Came right out and said it, didn't you? Oh, that sounds miserable. Echo, Seeing you doggedly think of what you can prepare after failing time and time again. This has so far has been grade 3 dads and their daughter, and also MC event. Yeah, kind of. Plus Heracles, which is kind of just sitting there. I find it enchanting, to me. One who fought through the blood, madness, lust, and intrigue of Olympus. It is endearing. Heracles. I'm sorry. It was rude of me to speak when you're so troubled. But I think I wanted to live in such a way myself. That is what I wish for you, Artisan, to allow me to face this challenge with you all. And I mean that not only for the sake of escaping this realm. Skull, you want my help, but you really need my permission? I have no choice. From you to me, I want you to command me to take on the job of unbecoming a former hero like myself. Alright, you got this. Let's do this, Heracles. Yes. Yes, I will not fail you. We might also consider changing our approach. Do you have anything besides chocolate that you would like to give him? Something I want to give, something that won't bother him. That's a good starting point. Thinking about what would suit the recipient of the gift. Imagine how you'd feel. Maybe think about what he'd like. What present would you like, Echo? What present do I want? I've never thought about it. What do I want? Echo sinks into silence, a thought for a moment, before finally exploding aside and beginning to speak. I think I understand how Narcissus feels. He said he thought I would be some fun. He sounded so disappointed and betrayed. Oh, well that is intriguing. I have always expected him to love me back. What I should have been asking was, what can I do for him? See, the way you think now shows you truly care about him. Though, I suppose it's odd for you with him not recognizing that. Our guest? Well, it can't be helped worrying about this. How about taking a walk to clear your mind? Having bad luck to everyone around me. See, maybe a few minutes away from me, I'll turn things around for you. Are you sure that's a problem? I'm all for lighting the mood, but I don't think Vargas is the problem. I am, I think. What? I trapped everyone in this world. You're all suffering because of me. What? No, it's not your fault. It was just an accident. An accident my bad luck brought. But I'm unlucky all the time. I trip over my feet and I accidentally order hot drinks on hot days. No, it's me. Flower pots fall in my head almost every day. Bugs bite me, I get stuck in ditches, I fall through manholes. Enough of the sob story battle. I think you're just clumsy, Echo. That's quite enough. Let's call it truce, shall we? This kind of quarrel benefits no one. I'm sorry. No, I'm the one who should be sorry. I only meant to cheer you up. Cripes. I'm dreadful at this. With all due respect, Barghest, excessively belittling yourself can be distressing to those watching. There may be something to that, though. When you feel rushed off your feet, a walk can be the perfect way to clear your head. You need to reinvigorate your mind when you hit a roadblock. Flipping your internal switch can kickstart your engine again. I guess so. I think I'll give it a try. Echo smiles and heads outside. Being true to one's feelings is a virtue. Her happiness simply makes you want to help her even more. She has the drive to use her feelings as a springboard to change, but she never seems to direct that drive towards herself. What do you mean? Isn't she trying to change? I mean that her desire not to trouble others is greater than her desire to better herself. Well, I know about the desire not to trouble others for sure. The lasting trauma of failure is causing her to place needs of others above her own. Gotta love those character flaws. Wouldn't love them any other way. What about me though? I'd rather not have my bad luck. Sorry, Bargus, but you're just gonna have to be unlucky forever. I figured the same thing when I first heard the story. She gave up her own voice protecting her friends from a jealous god. I couldn't blame her if she ended up hating her for it. Yet, she happily volunteered to draw out the short straw and claimed the burden as her responsibility. Are you certain this is the right of it? What are you thinking? That's nothing. I just felt the need to help her. You feel as though someone is about to ask a question, and then Echo's face peeks out from behind the pillar at the entrance. Oh, Echo. Is there something the matter?
Sorry to interrupt. Is it okay if I go take that walk?
But of course. Hercules, would you be so kind as to escort her? We cannot say what dangers may lie in wait. Alright. I was hoping for a stroll, so this is the perfect timing. We might even find something to gift in place of chocolate. No, then. I shall harvest the cacao as before. Perhaps I will create some marble molds as well. Oh yeah, they have to restart that. Bargist, what will you be doing? I'll... Each member heads out, ostensibly searching for something that could be gifted to Narcissus. However, you are all aware that this is merely a pretext for getting Echo out to help her clear her head. Just when I thought I could put enough distance between us, they wouldn't get wrapped up in my rotten look. Why do you all keep on following me?
I didn't think we were following you, but I just wanted to talk to you.
Which is why we're here. Thought you might get lowing. I swear it's an accident. Accident's an accident. You're gonna make my heart give out. I was simply following these two to satisfy my own interests. Don't mind us, Vargas. Continue with your walk. Do you blight his mind? I can't exactly concentrate with 3 sets of eyes boring into my back. Vargas gives a big sigh before turning to face you, and in a loud voice as he possibly can says, Now listen here. Apparently it's a skip you notice. But I'm a bad luck magnet. If anything's off, make yourself scarce. Consider yourselves warned. One of the rocks you trip over or crap falls on your head. It ain't my problem. Got it? The second Vargas finishes, a giant nut falls from the trees above and strikes him in the head.
Vargas?
Whoa, right in the middle of his head. That was a clean hit. See? There it is at work. Well, I suppose art won't change anything at this point. Anywho, it looks like you're all red as rain. Guess that's what really matters. If you're going to follow me, then follow me then. You'll only be bored anyhow. Alright. That nut is still on your head. Vargas turns and walks away, forcing you to scramble to follow after him. Would you like for me to put my nut over your head next time, Vargas? I can do that for you. Thankfully, that was the short part. We're now going to be continuing with episode 3, part 2. Vargas would be squinting after I put my nut over his face. There's a D's nuts joke somewhere waiting to happen. It'll happen all over Vargas' face. Ah, just my luck.
You're not cold, are you? You can remember to keep if you need it.
Well, if you insist.
This behavior might seem odd to you, but you are my master now, then. It is only natural that I would consider your comfort.
This is sudden. I'm here what now?
Of course. You protected a slave from the strange shock gods.
I'm pretty sure if we were in a battle together, your character would be doing a lot more damage than mine would.
You ordered me to value life, don't you remember? Only one being, the one who is my master, can command me. And you commanded me to stay by your side not long ago. That affirmed my resolve. I became your slave. I will follow your every command so long as it does not entail battle.
Whoa, you're getting so close. Every command?
I ask only that you might refrain from imposing unreasonable demands on me like the gods would. You meant to me that you called such demands harassment in your world.
Harassment is a bit of an understatement for what they requested.
So long as it doesn't not entail battle, eh? Got a reason for avoiding the rest stuff? Yes. I said earlier that in order to atone for my sins, I became a slave by the words of an oracle. The slave must act at the command of their master, not for oneself. So the oracle decreed. Because of this, should I lose myself in the madness of battle, the oracles will cause me pain worse than death. Personally, I have no desire for war in the first place. Life as a slave suits me better than life as a warrior. I see. I understand how you feel. Maybe other folks pity you, but it's better than the worst outcome.
How things aren't now is better than the worst outcome? What do you mean?
Well, this really ain't the best topic to bring up with someone trying the best. That said, it's not such a terrible thing to know.
After looking around for danger, Vargas plops down onto a rock in the middle of the path.
Not everything in life will go well. Mostly, things don't turn out the way you want. But, in the middle of those undesirable outcomes, you can always find blessings in disguise. Is that truly so? Yep. Even if it isn't the result you wanted, it at least isn't the worst possible outcome. Sometimes we gotta let the past be the past and move on.
To let go of the past, I have to move forward without any regrets.
The present, past, and future meet at a three-way fork and wave each other goodbye.
Pros to never move unless on turn 4. Yeah.
Some words of wisdom from my former master. You cannot go back down the past path. You can only move in the present. Even if you want to go back to a previous time, the roads of the present and past have already split. So no matter how much you regret something, those living in the present can only get lost on the road of the present. Rather than standing in place and withering, it's better to accept that things could be worse and move on. It could be me.
It's not that easy to change your pace, but it could be worse. I still don't get it.
I don't want to draw bad luck to myself, but if that's what it takes to spare someone else from misery. Thinking about that way helps me make my way through downtown. Just gotta keep going. Well, you've had enough of an earful from this old man. Nothing's coming, right? Then, oopsie daisy.
Vargas glances around as he slowly stands up.
Now, this is all just a world of memories, right?
Yes, this is all just a world of memories. I don't know a lot about it, though.
In other words, the narcissist fella we keep saying by the spring ain't the real one. Just a figment of your imagination. I believe that is so, just like this Olympus isn't the real thing.
I mean, if Hercules, the real Hercules was summoned here, or at least brought here by this collision, then it's not a stretch that Narcissus might have been too.
Look at the view beyond the trees.
The Order of Anti-Move Slut is still an underground group of interest. I think they called it anti-more, but anti-move slut, I guess, is a thing that people strategize around. It's like half-remembered painting. Like a set for a play? It's quite blurry. Wait, I didn't look! Move your bulge out of the way, I need to look again. What do you say?
This must be work, was my reason.
That might be true. They woodland nymphs don't normally leave the woods.
What? That's why we remember the spring of Narcissus so clearly. Echo. I saw Narcissus sink into the lake. That's the sight you can't forget, ain't it?
Well, he did drown himself in the original story. Actually, I don't think he drowned himself. He just died by starving himself right beside looking at his reflection. Hearing Vargas' words, Echo presses her hand to her chest as the painful memories were constricting her heart. Despite this, she mustered up the words to respond. Yes, Echo saw Narcissus' final moments. Okay, so it's definitely memory then if he's already dead. Nemesis punished Narcissus by making him fall in love with his reflection in the water. When he went to kiss his reflection, Echo couldn't stop him. Oh, did he drown? I don't know. What happened? Why? Echo could only watch. Echo grieved and grieved, wearing herself down until all that was left was her voice. Echo had no form to communicate by gestures with, and no words of her own to convey by voice. Narcissus was spirited away to the world at the bottom of the lake, by the nymphs of the spring.
To the bottom of the spring? Then that rumor was... My apologies. I was thinking of some other thing. Please, continue.
For a moment, Echo is stunned by Heracles' outburst, but hearing that it was unrelated, she feels assured enough to speak again. After Narcissus disappeared, beautiful, pure white flowers bloomed, just like when Chino died. The same flowers that decorated the greenhouse. Sadly looking over the lake, those Narcissus flowers. I learned of the flower's name in Tokyo, that those flowers had the same name as him. And that triggered the collision. Thank you for telling us. We cannot change any of this. These are Echo's memories of the past, after all. So even if Echo told Narcissus how Echo feels, it won't reach the real Narcissus that vanished into the lake. Echo knows this. Even so. Even so, Echo. Eyes brimming with tears, Echo looks at the ground as her voice fades out. Wait. If you spirited away, then where is he now?
Well, Narcissus may still yet be alive in that underwater world.
Truly? Really, Heracles? Tell me everything.
He was known as a man with a beauty like no other. Perhaps the nymphs of the spring are lovingly caring for him like a caged bird. However, those depths are the domain of the Fae. Without an invitation, it would be impossible for a mortal to enter.
You might be right, but regardless, I can never meet him again.
Well, when you put it that way. But still, I reckon you've avoided the worst outcome. Even if you weren't able to meet, you could be safe, at the very least. Ain't that worth a bit of closure?
Closure. It still hasn't sunk in for me.
At least once in your life, you'll have to come to terms with something one way or another. When that time comes, I hope my advice will give you the push you need.
I wish you'd care for me. So, well, aren't you, sweetie? Remember your words, Papa Bear.
Glad. But did you have to call me that way?
Yes, Echo will remember your words, Papa Bear.
What? Echo, you shouldn't repeat everything you hear. Ah, bugger me. Honestly, dealing with youngins is always a pain in the rear. Nothing. We'd better get back to the villa soon. If we stay too long, we might get drawn in something troublesome.
The fuck?
Take a litty.
Daddy Bear. Vargas turns around to find one of the indescribable creatures standing back.
Take a litty.
Why is that here? Suddenly, the world around you begins to warp and shoggoths start to appear without warning. Amid the chaos, you and a group find yourselves plunged into battle. Such a good battle theme. I mean, I thought it was okay in the beginning, but it really grew on me. It'd be cool if, like, it had lyrics to go with it, like the national pop song. No, same, it definitely grew on you sometime. Yeah, for sure. It's like surprisingly well constructed for, I don't know, it just really gets that dance pop vibe really down well. I don't know. Oh, you know what it reminds me of? Why I keep on thinking it's like pop dance. It reminds me of Bad Romance a bit. Like the you know, what's called slightly dissonant minor section in the beginning, and then it's like the major E section right after.
Ugh. Don't ask me how, but we made it back.
Cutting your way through the horde of Shogots, you all somehow make it back to your base of operations.
Yeah, in one piece.
Lucky we didn't get surrounded. It's all thanks to Vargas noticing Morley.
Oh, is that so? Honestly, I was kicking myself for dragging you all into my problems. Anyway, I'm so glad everything's alright. Several linings, eh? Puts my heart at ease to see that you are all safe and sound as well. We were ambushed by Shogots that appeared out of nowhere. We succeeded in driving them off, but... Oi, Snow, did he say as well? Were you and Housamo also? As you surmise, Housamo found himself the target of a vicious assault by a group of Shogots. You should look up the dojin for it.
Oh no!
Such rudeness, to think they'd come and attack the CEO and take my milk without even making an appointment. You seem fired up. I'm glad you're feeling alright. Well, you got lots of milk, you see.
This event battle reminds me of Pokemon Sword and Shield main battle theme. I don't know the battle theme for that, so... sure.
Anyway, what the heck is going on? Do those Shogots have something to do with the reversal of time?
Seems like they're hiding all over. You didn't need chocolate to show up this time. You better be super careful.
It would seem that Echo's inner conflict has had the effect of strengthening this world's correct force.
All because of me again.
No need to despair, Echo. If you would look at it this way...
Snow points to a table with an assortment of confectionery utensils and wrapping paper placed on it. Huh, where'd you get that from? It's like a sweet shop.
It seems like the Shogots left these behind when we drove them away from the villa. I believe these are recreations of familiar items from Echo's more recent memories, recreated based on her mental state. This leads me to speculate that the rapid growth of the cacao resulted from her thoughts of wanting them to change the outcome. Sounds like a rather convenient story, but if it's possible if we're in Echo's mental world.
Echo's thoughts did this? Echo's thoughts of wanting to give Narcissus chocolate.
So because Echo deeply wanted to give these chocolate, this world is giving her that extra push.
And that won't be the correct force. Those shocks that dropped the squirt must have planned to destroy them. Echo's fighting the corrective force. So Echo's feelings are conflicting. With her curse of repetition?
I gotta ask though, why would a curse that just makes you repeat yourself show up in so many ways? Indeed. Echo's perseverance is the real deal. If she hasn't overcome her past, the world should be moving forward, should it not? Perhaps this corrective force is not just a result of her curse.
Huh?
This world is a manifestation of Echo's memories of the past. However, a person cannot overcome their past so easily. Even if they feel as though they're tearing her apart, these memories still comprise her last encounter with Narcissus. These final bonds make for some of her most strongly felt memories. To forget them would mean severing those bonds. Even knowing the reality can't be changed, it's still hard to discard such precious memories. You see. Heracles would only play an important role. I don't know, you tell me. Certainly those memories would be irreplaceable if lost. So Echo's hesitation is invigorating the corrective force. But as long as her lingering attachment to Narcissus isn't good, we won't be able to return to our world.
Echo, tell me, what do you want to do? Echo wants... I want... Echo grips her sleeve tightly as she squeezes out the words stuck in her throat. I want to return you all to Tokyo, but I also don't want to destroy my memories of my time with Narcissus. Echo wants to protect you, but also her own love. Echo still doesn't know how she can do that, though. There's gotta be a way. So the conundrum here seems to be that usually resolving a collision of worlds entails resolving someone's inner conflicts of the seed of that collision. However, in Echo's case, resolving it would necessarily entail, at least something being implied, it would entail forgetting what's called Narcissus. So that's why there's a conflict here of them not being able to really resolve it yet. Because she wants to remember, even though it's the source of the conflict. There's gotta be a way. Let's think of something together. I'll figure it out somehow.
Of course. But first up is delivering this Narcissus fella's Valentine's chocolate. I'm still game for that if you are. Otherwise, we'll just think of something else to do. Simple.
Yes. Did he taste test it? Please tell me he taste tested it.
Well then, I'll be right outside. If something happens, give me a shout.
Come on. Come make chocolate with us. You're right here. Come on. Come on. Come on. You said you'd help, right?
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. You know what my luck's like? We could wind up to our ankles in praline. I don't know what that is. I commend you for your wariness, but everything is already prepared. Might we not implore you to provide assistance? I don't think you can understand. I'm trying to avoid wrapping up folks on my woes as best as I can. But I ate the delectable stew you shared with me before, and I have yet to experience any bad luck.
Breakfast can cook. Doesn't do any, can't do any harm, right? Stew, salt.
Perhaps it is due to the times that we are not experiencing hunger. Although I do feel a longing for a bit of saltiness.
Yes. Echo would love sauce too. Echo's a little tired of the sweet smell of chocolate.
Don't look at me! Besides, aren't we getting way off topic? Alright. I'll make some if you want to get back to Ogyo safely. But you folks are buying the ingredients. I see it's your turn to handle this, Vargas. Perhaps some association with younger demographics will motivate you a little. As pushy as ever, Housamo. Ugh. Why does everyone around me have the devil's look on luck? It's a rare opportunity, Vargas. How about we enjoy making chocolate while we're here? Please feel free to make use of this milk. Oh, and Housamo, this way, please. Yeah, I hope you enjoy using our chocolate maker to the fullest. Oh, and if you leave us feedback, that would be splendid.
Having said all that, they need to. The two take their leave. Vargas, head on his hands, lets out a sigh.
And another thing. Why does this world have perfectly sized apron read for me? Well, will this thing actually make chocolate? No prep necessary.
Yes, no prep necessary. And we all have all the milk and sugar we need. I know I'm not the most knowledgeable about chocolates, but I tried the ones Snow made and I thought they were delicious.
So finally I will be able to taste the true chocolate. I'm excited to try it. I swear, I got no respect from at all.
And now we are at the final part 3 of episode 3 for today. Man, this music makes me want to look at all the chapter trailers again, from chapter 9 to the current intro of chapter 12. So like, they were well composed and arranged. Somewhere in Ueno, Taito World, before your collision with another world.
Ugh, good grief.
Oh, look, Inugami, Uncle Barkist's here. Hey, Uncle, over here.
Ugh, yeesh. I'm too old for this.
I don't know, I'd be excited to see it though. I wonder if the entire thing is just gonna be, you know, related to the Mugen units or if there's another plot thread after the intro. I mean, I don't even know what's up with chapter 12 though, so maybe it's too soon to be thinking about that.
Sorry, Kenta. I can't, Inugami, I really kept you waiting. Are you cold?
Thanks to the jacket you gave me during Valentine's extravaganza, I'm all toasty warm. Right, Inugami?
Good. So long as you feel comfortable. All is well.
Let's get going, Uncle Bargist. It looks like there's quite a line already. They might release the rest of the chapter 13 units, I guess, and make a trailer for that. Yeah, for sure. I mean, why would they promote the intro but not the rest of it? That'd be kind of silly if they didn't.
Calm down, you two. And don't tug at me like that. What if you fall and hurt yourself? Are you really sure you want to join this queue, Kenta? At a local supermarket enough?
Ryota recommended this place. He said their monkey chocolate pandas are delicious.
That sounds nice and all, but crowds don't play nice with my luck.
Please, Uncle, I'll do anything. I'll do all the chores for a week, I swear.
Ah, jeez. The little blatcher's really got his eyes on this. Okay, Kenta. If we're doing this, I'm ready for it. Let's go.
Inugami rushes ahead with Kento trailing after. Charge, Inugami!
Oh, perhaps the old Arcant is.
Uncle, are you okay? That was a lot of people, huh?
This is the season, of course. But first that line, and then that crowd. It feels like a thin sardine.
But look, I got the chocolate panda, all thanks to you.
Good. Make sure to hold it right there, Kenta. Wouldn't want to drop it.
Did you buy anything?
I did. These are for you, and these are for Inugami here. Thanks for always keeping you safe.
Wow, thanks, Uncle. Look, Inugami, it's a polar bear chocolate. Happy Valentine's Day from us too, Uncle.
Happy, huh? I thought all that was misfortune, but if I get to hear that you say that, I suppose it can't be that bad. Anyways, sorry, but could you hold on to this for a moment? It's a gift for a certain someone who's always helped me out. Don't want my back off on it if I keep it on me.
Okay, I'll put it in my school bag. Inugami, you can't eat this. This is very, very important to Uncle. Yeah, Kenta's gonna be cute. I'm trying to like understand what's it called, how come Kenta doesn't have bad luck with Vargas. If Vargas is so convinced that being around people will cause him to get bad luck. Is it because of Inugami? That's like, I forget. I know Inugami's from Valentine's extravaganza absorbed something, but was it like, can he absorb his bad luck too? I'm not sure.
It's not that important, but yeah. Just take care of it, you two.
I've been out sold out, shaking my head. If you mean because they're not present in Ueno, yeah, it's kind of random that we see them in Ueno, but not, the actual Ueno students. The air hums with excitement and chatter as you begin to make chocolate with your newly obtained ingredients. Oh yeah, I see. Inugami eats curses of the spirit, so maybe he also eats any bad luck curses that come in the way from Margist.
Everything seems to be having fun. Except one person. Borgist, don't just stand there watching. Why don't you come and pitch in too?
Oh, Borgist wasn't having fun.
I'm alright. I'd only somehow break the chocolate maker by accident. When I cook by myself, terrible things happen. Like a pasta bag suddenly ripping and pasta falling out of the bottom. Or the oil from the pan lighting my fur on fire. Not reasoning the stove went out. And my stew didn't cook. That sort of thing.
Oh, that's some bad luck. Good job making the stew with this, that going though. Isn't that also kind of your fault?
No, I checked, I swear. I made checklist and everything. I know I got it right that time. Anyhow, Akko seems like the type to enjoy a spot of chocolatiering, but I'm surprised that you, Heracles. The love that you and I could speak of. I wanted to know more about it. The gods have set many impossible labels for me before I have overcome them all, but as I said before, I still have yet to understand this labor called love, and to do so is my master's command. So, I learned to cook living the life of a slave, and I feel more at peace doing this rather than fighting. A labor, huh? Well, I suppose falling in love is kind of like a natural disaster. It comes out of nowhere and can mess you up real good.
It's not really that bad, is it? Please tell me more about love. A disaster? What do you mean?
That's what it feels like to me. Just remember, there's folks out there who think of it like that. It's not that I'm mind someone, like me. But I'm cursed to be tormented by bad luck, no matter what I do. And if that bad luck rubbed off them, what am I supposed to do but call them a natural disaster? That said, the worst part of love is that you'll never know what might start it. Anyone who'd fall for me is probably a cleast cake short of a lunchbox anyhow, but I'd still hope they'd snap out of it before they came to any harm. That's a little sad. There's nothing wrong with love. Literally falling in love, huh? Well, no matter how many times I warn him my bad luck's contagious, there's a certain someone who won't leave me alone. Well, good luck, bad luck. It's all about how you look at it, and that applies to me as well. If they could just come to terms with their feelings and move on, let's all do like I did. Moving on makes them happier. What makes you happy ain't necessarily what makes your partner happy. You won't know until you ask Narcissus. Don't get me wrong. Don't forget that this is all just my personal opinion. If only I weren't this unlucky. Bah, never mind. Nothing good comes out of regrets. However, there's cases where these things you do to make them happy don't lead to their happiness. Just remember, everyone in this world's got their own ideas of happiness. Everyone's a bit different, huh? Yep, super sad. I see. I can see that. As someone who destroyed everything in a fit of madness, I understand the feeling. What I wanted to ask you, Marcus, is how you would tell me someone you're in love with them. How you would tell someone you're in love with them. What are you even listening to what I just said? If someone falls for me, the best I can give them is a smack on the boss. You misunderstand me. How would you act if it were you who fell in love? Hypothetically, how would you give them chocolate? Act it out with this empty box. Me? How I would give someone Valentine's Day chocolate? Echo wants to know too. Please, act it out. There's nothing special to act out. Oh, like if I were to give you like something to count to. Huh? Not that. Someone I fall in love with. How am I supposed to answer that? And then he randomly switches clothing. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's Valentine's Day or not. I'll just be like, here. Thank you, Bargust. I shall now take you from Archie. Of all the things to pester me over, I'll just say something like, hey, if you don't mind being unhappy, please accept this. How long are you gonna make me do this? This is more than enough, right? Aww. Look at that goofy smile. And what the hell are you staring off into space and imagining? It's humiliating. Bad luck, I say. Ah, damn it. You're a shy one. Sweet. Right, are you done now? Are you finished making fun of this old man? Sheesh. Now these things are even more awkward. I look like a bloody fool. And... what are you smiling at? You're making chocolate, ain't you? Then I'll do it. What? Vargas smacks the work table with his hands, and the impact launches bowl into his face. Ugh, I'm so unlucky. Later that night. The Sandman not coming? Or did he have a nightmare and jump out of bed? Right, this is where Vargas' special question should be. Echo's still making chocolate. Couldn't sleep. Trouble sleeping, Vargas? Echo's still making chocolate at this time? Jesus Christ. Don't you worry about me. Go to bed. Bah. I don't know why I'm even kidding myself if you listen to me. Yeah, he can be precious. You know, whenever I look at Echo struggling to get her words out, it reminds me of the first time I met Kenta. It reminds me of a lot of Odo's sad music. It reminds me a lot of folks, actually. You know, the place where I used to live. They call it the Okyu slum. Only folks who are free of sin are allowed to live on the east side of Tokyo, and the Okyu slum is where the rest end up. For some reason, a lot of them became fond of me, and I became worried for them.
I have no idea. So that's the east, huh? I thought we met in Roppongi. I guess they came from the east.
I had a live-in job in Minato Ward. Though they still called me a third-class citizen.
I also laughed at this portion too hard that it activated my voice assistant and ruined my recording. What the heck? What? No, spoilers! What's so funny about this section? I don't know yet.
You know, often people end up thinking of certain groups as beneath them, even if they don't mean to. We were at the bottom of the heap in the east. We clung to each other, because we didn't have much else. Maybe we were just taking shelter in each other's pain, but we helped each other out because of who we were.
Vargas expels a heavy breath, as if to release the pain and worries lodged deep in his chest out to melt in a single night. Also read a special quest in your free time after Timeslip when you can, it's super sweet.
Yeah, if you would upload them on time, Archie! Sometimes we get hit with luck so bad we can't avoid it.
Like, seriously, I was reading a fucking Happy Illusion in the middle of Happy Valentine Fantasy because you uploaded them so late. Well, I mean, no pressure. I'm kidding, of course, but like, that's what I'm doing whenever you decide to upload them.
I'm kind of like a harbinger of disaster. Bad things happen to me first, then that lets everyone know what's coming. And I keep Kento by me for the same reason.
Oh, I see. So even though he attracts bad luck, it's like sometimes bad luck comes in waves for everyone, and he's the first to be signed. So he's kind of like a canary then.
See a little kid like him being forced to carry such heavy burdens.
Not the section. Messages came a little late. Laughing at him. Imagine laughing at Vargas' sad sob story right now. That'd be too painful. Bad luck, Vargas.
Ugh, why did I ever fall for you, Archie? I can't believe you would laugh at my personal story like this. I can't think of any worse luck than if I just walked by on without helping him.
I'm sure he's happy to have you. Will you protect me too? I want you to be happy too.
Me being happy, eh? I doubt that day will ever come, but sure.
Just knowing you care more, just knowing you care is more luck than this old geezer could wish for. The following day, the majority of your party returns to the Spring of Narcissus.
Well, someone's got bags under their eyes. Echo, are you alright? Did you finish the chocolate? Did you taste them?
Yes, Echo's alright. Echo didn't sleep much, but Echo's alright. Look, I thought about it a lot. I put all my feelings for Narcissus, and I love how it came out. Echo opens the box and full of Varian. Within it is... Ooh, third time's a charm, finally. I'm surprised it's happening this. I thought we'd be doing it one more time. And I suppose there's not much else to get wrong, but since we got the appearance and the taste wrong before. It's chocolate. Proper chocolate. It's a Valentine's dream. Inside Echo's white box is a large heart-shaped piece of undecorated chocolate.
Yeah! Splendid! If that isn't some magnificent chocolate. Great job, Echo. Great job indeed. We've finally proven that the amber chocolate pot can be used by regular customers without incident, even though 2 incidents happened. All that's left is to confess your love to Narcissus, and with this chocolate, your success is guaranteed.
Guillermo, you're too close, and you're so loud, and your snorts. I mean, I'd be happy to trade places with you, Echo.
What a fragrant sweet cacao bouquet. My, you've gotten much better, Echo. Is it just me? Or is the chocolate shrinking? What?
Oh no, what's happening to it? It's gone. All of it. Just vanished into thin air. But it still smells sweet.
What happened, Echo? Now it's like there was never chocolate there to begin with.
Yes, it disappeared. I made them with what the recipient would want in mind. I made it so that it would evaporate 2 minutes after the box was opened. That way, you wouldn't have to worry about accepting it. It's cloud chocolate.
What?
What?
Why would he do that? What? What? Why would he do that? Why would he do that? It evaporated? Why would... But Echo, it has already disappeared.
It's fine. This was an extra. This is the real one. Echo came prepared. To make sure, I'm not forcing my feelings on him. If he doesn't want to accept them, the chocolate will just disappear. That actually makes it more distressing. It'll be gone before he can get it home.
I didn't even make it. Actually, this might be good if the guy doesn't want it. But Echo, what will you do if it goes well? If he wants to eat it, actually, I'm not sure he'd manage to eat it even if he tucked it in immediately.
Oh. That's right, I did it again. Okay, I don't know. You got the shape and taste right, but somehow you just did something like this. I have no words anymore.
Echo, Narcissus just showed up. What will you do? Give him that chocolate?
Echo has to give it to him quick. He's fucking stupid. Here you go. Narcissus, if you take this, then you have to eat it right away. If not, then just wait 20 seconds. Echo hastily unfurls her wings and flits over to Narcissus on the other side of the spring. She doesn't have a winged one.
We sent her off in a hurry. I wonder if she'll be okay with the chocolate. He'll see a perfect chocolate the moment he opens the box. But if he does not eat it within 2 minutes,
it'll disappear like a cloud.
How in the world do you make chocolate like that? Perhaps you ought to take a closer look at the chocolate maker after all. Anyway, I'm ready for Echo. I'll just go over and see how things are going. With all due respect, Marcus, it is terribly impolite to...
Marcus sits out for the other side of Lake Wynn.
Oof!
An invisible wall? We can't get to the other shore.
Perhaps the nucleus of these memories can only be accessed by their owner. It seems that only Echo will be allowed to enter. Echo's coming back. How did it go?
Echo messed up.
The box was properly! You stupid fucking idiot! Oh my god, what a fucking stupid shit! The cloud chilling with Echo's box is already evaporated. Imagine like, here's the chocolate, you open it and there's nothing. That's so stupid. Oh my god.
Those things on the hips are her wings. No, I mean the skill. She doesn't have the skill winged one. So that's, and we're in need of her. That lets her travel left or right a bit further. When I got open in front of Narcissus, it was completely empty. Oh, I don't know how you could face him after that.
It was nice of you to be so considerate, but maybe next time try thinking about how you can give it to him without problems.
Okay, Echo, we'll think a little harder. That was no words. Narcissus kisses the surface of the spring and disappears into the water.
Well then, the corrective forces lackey should be showing up anytime now.
Don't hit your head, Burgust.
Do you hear something from far away? Noise.
Music. It's getting closer. Oh no, don't tell me it's here, beat pop.
Is that?
God damn it. I just like the song, actually.
Eurobeat? What?
Strange and unusually lighthearted music blares out from the sweet-smelling fog of the evaporated cloud chocolate. Wait, this song sounds familiar, unfortunately.
I see. Someone is dancing over from the other shore.
Valentine's Day, sweet temptation, the dreaded scale. In a way, it's you. Do, 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 do. But there's no need for hesitation. Burn those calories, incineration. Now let's exercise. Do, 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 do.
What?
Nomad. How can we look so into it? Who are you people?
Is that Nomad? Wearing my line of gym wear. Does he not have private eye business to attend to? I bet this is another of his side jobs.
I'm doing side jobs in fucking Collision World, so.
Come on, raise those arms high. Fight through the burn. 1, 2, 1, 2. Man's a little burn up, down, up, down.
Up, down, up, down?
Hey, cutie with a tiny body, you're doing great. Now up, down, burn that fat. You'll be a knockout in no time at all. This must be the work of Morpheus.
A mysterious dance group surrounds you, accompanied by upbeat music playing from some unidentifiable source.
This music is playing at the Sweets Festival Kenta took me to. Of course, Nomad ended up working there for Extra Crash. Ah yes, Nomad mentioned that he took that position in order to cover his vehicle inspection fee. Kenta showed me the video, but honestly the whole thing had me flabbergasted.
Hey, Joe, nice to see you! I want to see Detective Nomad someday. I remember that. Surprise!
Goldman daughter.
The Nomad that has appeared from the evaporated chocolate mist, whom you mentally christen Chuck Nomad, smiles at your group. I like that term, mentally christen.
Hey, white long faces, how about we sweeten up the mood around here a little? Fall up in love with your feelings are down. Now let's dance-ercise!
Ooh, this music. Better, thank you. Nomad once again to be being a broke, yeah. Chuck Nomad's sweat shimmers in the air as he raises his arms high, signaling the start of the battle against your own fat. He's like, am I reading that right? Oh, but yeah, it's about exercising the fat away. Do. He's like that one character from The Amazing World of Gumball where you always find him working somewhere. I've never actually watched that show, even though I see memes about it all the time. Japanese music is so good too. Well, to be honest, the only thing I watch nowadays, RG, I've heard it's a good show, but the only thing I watch is like anime nowadays. You know what's good? Attack on Titan. That shit is getting amazing right now. I missed half of the stream, didn't I? No, you missed a lot more than half of this, but it's fine. I think this is the episode 3 part 2, so after this and one more, we should be done. Probably, maybe. Or is it episode 3, part 3? I can't remember. It's almost done, yeah.
No, I'm going down. But your dancing was great. Remember, dance his eyes to burn the fat.
Even as a bad guy, no bad being supportive. Very nice. The serious dance troupe breaks under resistance and their disruptive formation crumbles. I mean, I guess he's just professional is more accurate term. Even as a chalk clone. I was just dealing with family stuff, I see. It's all good, it's all good. There is always playback for this, of course, in the end. The mysterious dance troupe breaks upon resistance and their disruptive formation crumbles. Must have been the correct force again. That worked though, Sweat.
1, 2, oh.
Is it over? Echo, why are you getting into it?
Appearances aside, that dance is rather effective. It was more difficult than I thought.
Actually, if I remember correctly, yeah, in the challenge quest for this, we actually faced Nomad and a bunch of other chocolates dancing left and right. And they force you to dance too, so I guess that explains it. That's a recreation. That's a really cool challenge quest, and it's recreating what happens. Oh, to be fair, I feel like a number of the more recent ones do that.
Appearances aside, that dance is rather effective. It was more difficult than I thought. Such dedication, disguised as revelry. How spectacular. Given the chance, I'd love to book him for one of our company's events. But, how odd. He's smiling widely, but there's still an air of despair about him.
No bad.
Permit me to recuse myself from comment.
Snow knows. That's what I was saying. It wasn't him being like supportive. It was him being professional. Despite his poor ass broke ass situation.
I also danced and sang and had fun with my friends in Olympus. They seemed to be having so much fun. Echo felt she needed to feel the same. To think is lots a bit different. I think is lots a bit different, but there's no need to do something you don't enjoy just to go along with others. It's like I said before, everyone's happiness is different. It's fine if what works for you, what works for someone doesn't work for you. Okay, Echo can see that now.
The real guy's much cooler. He's got to try hard as a detective, though. I feel like it would take him maybe possibly 3 Christmases since his debut. That last look of despair before he left. The world around you wraps and twists before finally despairing with shock Nomad in a blinding flash of light. Nope. That was actually the end. Surprisingly ending there rather than, what's it called? In the middle of or rather when we're back at base. But yeah, that is the end of this stream for today. I will be finishing up with episode 4 and 5, which are 3-parters for tomorrow, as well as the epilogue, which is 2 parts, so that one is going to be especially long. Even though today was quite long as well, being almost 3 hours, but thankfully the episode 3 seems to be quite shorter. Let us just jump into the guild, and I will give my thoughts before heading out. This one with sad music. What did I think of this? I've heard like passing remarks about this event when it was like fan translated, and I got the impression it was very formulaic apparently, from those initial impressions. And you know, to those initial impressions defense, it kind of is in a bit, but you know, I'm not being annoyed by it, surprisingly. It's usually I don't like it when it's too formulaic. It was Valentine extravaganza, but in this case, it's like they're doing a bit of a twist along the progression. It's like Vargas appears, and you'd think it's gonna be the same formula, but instead they get attacked randomly in the middle of it rather than right before they give their chocolates. And yeah, it's like everyone's giving their different advice to Echo, which is, in itself interesting, but not all of them are consistent with each other. It's very clear that everyone's just speaking from their own personal experience, and like with Snow's shtick about confidence, that's about his own confidence, about him staying by his Master Claude side, and with Vargas' situation of, looking at things as if they could be worse. I forget what Guimau's was talking about, actually. But Guimau, I remember, was lying for Echo's sake at first. So it's kind of an interesting way of doing things. Even though it is formulaic in that sense, unlike Extravaganza, it wasn't pointlessly formulaic. It was like exploring each character's trying to help out with their own personal experience. And I think that's a life lesson that we all do take advantage of. When we try to help other people, the most knowledgeable place we can only help them from is our own experience. Because, like, rote knowledge can only get to you so far, but reaching out to someone emotionally requires you to live life as well and to give feedback on how you approach it and to make the best of it. But yeah, it doesn't seem like it's gonna follow the formula except for maybe one more time. Maybe they'll get the formula for chocolate right next time. I mean, I'm not sure how much more you can screw it up other than, like, the chocolate's perfect, but it just disappears. As long as she doesn't make it disappear again and again and makes the same one, it should be fine. Maybe. Maybe. But yeah. The next stream, just letting you know, Joe, and anyone else who's interested in finishing it, is tomorrow at 3 p.m. EST, aka the same time I started the stream, but just tomorrow. That will be the last part. It's not a 4-parter, it's a 3-parter, because there's only 5 episodes for this, surprisingly. But yeah. Those are my thoughts on it, and I guess I'll just say, yeah, I enjoyed it so far. I'm still mulling over, like, Heracles' relevance so far. Hopefully he gets, like, explained properly in the next part, since he's kind of just been there the entire time. But Ekka's been, well explored, and not just being shy the entire time, but kind of growing into her own character too. It's neat. Just very nice, supportive circle of friends we're seeing. Helping someone build up their confidence and everything they need. And sometimes they have missteps with their advice, but it's like, in the end, she needs to take all that advice and decide what to do with it herself. EST, not 3 p.m. your time EST, but 3 p.m. EST my time. It's the same as today. Just letting you know, we might be in different time zones. Okay, that is all for my thoughts for now. So tomorrow I will be streaming again. I will see you then, and I hope the rest of your day is good. Have a good one, and bye-bye.